Hello students, our topic is refraction of light through a prism. So first of all we have to know what is a prism. My dear students, prism is a glassy surface which has three rectangular faces. Face 1, face 2 and face is this one face. So these are the rectangular faces and two triangular faces. So this lower surface and that is the top surface. These are the triangular face. So triangular faces are called the base of the prism. Now let us see how the ray of light refract through the rectangular glass prism. So you see that ABC is a refracting prism through which a ray PQ incidences at the point Q. Here we have a normal NN dash, NN dash. Then the ray of light goes from rarer to denser medium, so it bends towards the normal and it follows the path like this. Now at this point we can draw another normal. So ray of light we can write here mm dash. The ray of light from here goes from denser to rarer medium, so it bends away from the normal and goes in this direction. Now the PQ is incident ray, QR is refracted ray and RS is the emergent ray. Let us see the different terms here. This is the angle of incidence I, this is the angle of refraction R. For this surface, this is the angle of incidence, we can take here R2, and this is the angle of emergence or angle of refraction E. This is also known as the angle of emergence. Now in the absence of the prism, what will be the path of this ray when produced? This will be continuously to this direction. But as in the presence of the prism, the ray is deviated with this angle. So what is called, this is known as the angle of deviation D. Take here point as the D and here we can write here E. So clearly we can see that angle EDR is known as the angle of deviation. Okay. Now next one, what will happen if the ray of light, a single ray of light is allowed to pass through the prism? What will happen then? This is a glass prism, its face is AB. Here a single ray of light is allowed to pass through this one and no any source of light is then. Then it is observed that this ray of light refract as well as it disperses into 7 different colors, splits into 7 colors. So this phenomenon is called dispersion of light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more ray we can take here. So just you see that the ray of light disperses or split into 7 colors. These colors are called, this phenomenon is called dispersion of light. This phenomenon is called dispersion of light, and the pattern of the band of colors so obtained is called spectrum. So what is the band of V, I, B, G, Y, O, R? These are the band of 7 colors. So this is white light, and we have here the band of 7 colors. When we place a white screen here, then we can get the 7 strips or band of 7 colors on the screen. Okay. So what is called dispersion of light? Dispersion of light What is called dispersion of light? The phenomenon of splitting up of white ray of light into its 7 constituent colors is called dispersion of light. Once again, the phenomenon of splitting up of white ray of light into its 7 constituent colors is known as the dispersion of light. The band of 7 colors obtained on the screen is called spectrum. Spectrum. And this can be remembered by the first letter of all colors starting from the smaller wavelength to the higher wavelength. So this is the order of wavelength. Wavelength from smaller to higher. This is 400 nanometer up to this is 700 nanometer for the red color, 400 for the violet color. So we can remember the band of 7 colors as VIBGYOR from the smaller wavelength to the higher wavelength. So that please students remember that the bending of the ray of light of violet is highest and of the red is smallest. Okay, thank you.